Greetings. Let's talk for a minute. So, this is going to be real brief. I just want to tell you about a resource that all SCA members have and a lot of them don't know about. So, when this is over, I want you to go down and look in the description in the video. There's going to be a link. But what most of you probably don't realize, or a lot of you anyway, probably don't realize, is that you have the ability to ask questions directly to the Board of Directors. Now, a couple of you, your ears are perking up. A couple of people are going, well, of course, and okay, I'm not talking to you, you knew this already, but a lot of people who didn't realize this. The Board of Directors have in their ranks ombudsman. Now, an ombudsman is a rep for the Board of Directors who is designed, who is established there, has a point of accessibility for the common populace of the kingdom he is assigned to. Now, something to tell you about your assigned ombudsman. We'll get to who your ombudsman is in a minute. But your assigned ombudsman is not going to be from your kingdom. I can tell you that right now. That's by policy. They don't want you having to talk to someone who is from your kingdom. That gives him the ability to answer questions neutrally. Now, what questions are you asking your ombudsman? Well, let's get a few things out of the way right now. Don't ever go to your ombudsman with, so-and-so said X about me. Good way to not get an answer, or worse, have that email forwarded to a kingdom seneschal with a note about, please deal with this, it shouldn't be in my inbox. That's not why they're there. But there are times where it is appropriate to ask questions of the Board of Directors, and that's what the ombudsman are there for. Now, when is that? We'll start off with, if the board issues an edict or passes a resolution or makes a law that doesn't make any sense to you, they're the ones that pass the law. Frankly, I don't want to talk to my kingdom seneschal about a society-passed law. I want to ask the people that just passed the law. And this has happened. I have written to my ombudsman on several occasions and gotten answers, I will add. So, first of all, if the Board of Directors the Board of Directors says something and it doesn't make sense to you, you need clarity, or you want to understand why, or you want to understand why not, you can write your ombudsman. Or also, if you see something happen at your kingdom level, if you see, for example, the kingdom passes a law and you could just swear that that conflicts with society law, you can ask your ombudsman. Now, let's be clear. You don't want to go and start a fight. That's not the purpose of the ombudsman. And again, if you try, they're probably not going to answer your question. But if you phrase it as a policy question, I thought this, am I wrong? They'll probably engage you. And there have been several occasions where I have reached out to ombudsmen and said, I honestly thought the law said this, the Crown and the Seneschal just did that. What am I missing in this equation? And they were able to give me a very good answer and able to not only answer my question, educate me on what part I was missing, and even in one case, directed me to some further reading that helped frankly inform a number of things that went on after that. It was a very pleasant conversation in that case. So, the Board of Directors have that mechanism that makes them more transparent for people like you and me. Now, who's your ombudsman? Like I said, go to the link in the show notes. And that link's going to take you to the page at the society page that lists all the kingdoms and who their ombudsmen are. At which point, once you're there, just search for your home kingdom and then look at the list and see who is assigned to be your ombudsman. They will have an email address. It is their society officer email address, and you can reach out to them by email and ask questions. Now again, let me reiterate this. This is not the place for petty squabbles. This is not the place to try and muckrake. Please don't try, and it's not that I'm worried about you succeeding in trying, because I guarantee you, if anyone were to try that, the Board of Directors or Ombudsman would simply shut down the email and not answer it. I'm saying that because I don't want anyone feeling like this is a way to go around kingdom hierarchy. If you have a problem at the local level, if there's a policy question at the local level, you need to talk to your local officers. And if you're not comfortable talking to your local officers, you need to go to your regional officers, or however your kingdom delegates out power at the administrative side, or go to your greater officers, the kingdom officers, and address any issues with them. They are there for a purpose. But if you have policy questions, especially about policies handed down by the society, it is appropriate to ask questions and ask for clarification from the authors of those policies, and that is a large part of why the ombudsmen are there. So there's the resource. I want you to go to that webpage. I want you to look it up. I want you to see who your ombudsman is. And the next time there's a rule, an edict, a resolution that's passed that has you scratching your head or possibly disagreeing with it, I'd like you to consider writing a letter, asking a question, and asking questions that you have, and hopefully becoming more informed in your position, so that as you move forward with your opinions, they're more founded in fact and better informed. That's all I have for today. Thank you. Goodbye, God bless, and see you at the next event.